Hannah wants to go to Argentina. George wants Isaak to go back to Ukraine. And Dexter's destination for this episode is a gay bar. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. Did not think we'd be seeing Dexter Morgan going to a men's only club, a gay bar to have a drink tonight, and his date, none other than Big Isaak.
He's killed a few gay men before, though, and he's probably going to have to add one more to that list in order to get it done. But would Harry approve of this? Did this meet the code? Did Harry talk about gay bars to Dexter? Probably not. But I tell you what, see the way Dexter was growing up? He is kind of one of those characters that I'm surprised they didn't make gay.
I mean, he could have been, I guess, but he didn't really seem to have any interest in women. Like, he just kind of married Rita, didn't he?
I know, but you know when Dokes is searching him out and then he finds
There's something wrong about you, Dexter.
He finds him at the rehab place. You could just imagine Dokes tailing him to like a gay bar, but instead of giving him the whole speech about like PTSD and drugs, he's like, I respect that motherfucker. You know, it's like, I don't respect that motherfucker. Don't roll for my drink next time, Morgan.
Alright, anyway, we start Dexter in the morning. Hannah's making breakfast. She's chopping up herbs, or special herbs for the garden.
Wouldn't trust this.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it, but Dexter not only trusts her, but he actually goes and upgrades his knife. He gets rid of the knife, the little knife that she handed him, and he picks up this big fucking kitchen meat cleaver, and he's like, this is more my style. So Dexter here, big time trusting Hannah, eating anything from Hannah's kitchen. He gets a call for Deb, he goes over, and Deb wants him to kill Hannah. She says, you need to do this, she's killed a lot of people. The good news is, I've already fetted her for you, so you don't need to worry about that, you can just get straight into it. She's like, if anyone deserves to be on your table, she does, because she's killed at least 3 people that we know of, and that's even not including the whole Randall spree, so you got to do it. But then Dex spins some story about how, oh, come on, Debra, this isn't you. You'll only regret it. You don't want me to go through with this, because then that'll affect you forever. And it's like, bullshit, Dex. So you're not going to go through with it because you've got feelings for Hannah. But he's pretty good at manipulating things.
Gaslighting, yep.
He's good at it, isn't he?
He's very good at it.
So yeah, he says he's not going to do it. He refuses to kill Hannah. And Debra says, well, there's nothing I can do about it then. I mean, if you're not going to kill who I want. And I guess, I think from this point onwards, Deb's going to have to do things officially by the book.
I think he's manipulating the truth. I think Dad agrees, right? I think if he did kill her, Debra might have a bit of guilt about it.
Oh, but hold on here.
But he's definitely doing it for himself.
Yeah, but let's spin it about. Let's say Debra said in episode 3, or before the end of episode 3, I want you to kill Speltzer.
Oh, he's doing it every day.
With Dexter went, nah, actually, I'm not going to do that because you'll feel bad.
No, he's doing it. He'd have
got the green light and he'd have been, aye, right, I'll kill him. No bother.
No bother, big man.
So, Dexter, just a bit of an arsehole. Right, turns out that Cody and Astor's grandfather, he's got kidney stones acting up and he's got to go in for surgery. I don't know exactly how that feels, but I've been something similar. So.
You for stones of some degree. But
it's no good. It's painful. So
Did you not feel though Astor and Cody at this stage of the game kind of feel like Al Nazar Ronaldo and like Inter Miami Messi, where it's like, what he's doing coming back? He's kind of. I feel like your arc, it's done and dusted. Just stay in fucking Orlando.
Well, they're not staying in Orlando. They're coming to Miami. Right, Isaak.
How fitting's that? Inter Miami, amigo. But yeah, it's like, you know what? It's like, oh, they're back. I wonder if they've grown up. Oh no, they're still bickering at each other like 2 little annoying bastards.
Yeah, but the foxhole, a guy that looks like Isaak emerges. The police follow him. I mean, Isaak did say to Dexter, in the last episode, I'm getting tailed. Hopefully, for your sake, it's by Miami's finest. But it turns out it's not, because some big Isaak lookalike just walks out the Foxhole Club and drives off, and they follow him, and then the real Isaak walks out with George.
Who's sceptical about Isaac's mission.
George is like, is that your way back to Ukraine? He's like, nah, I've still got something to do here. And he's like, come on, just go back. But it doesn't look like Isaac's doing that. He's putting the Foxhole Club in jeopardy. They're trying to move their drugs. Isaac's sticking around. He's getting tailed. And if he's getting tailed, it means that it's hard for, I guess, the Koshka Brotherhood to do anything, because they're constantly having cops watch them. But George wants another cop to watch him, that being the cop that is Joey Quinn, a dirty cop. So basically Isaak is like, nope, I'm not leaving until this Dexter Morgan thing's finished. George says, look at all the heat we're under after killing one member of Homicide, after killing Mike Anderson. Do you really want to bring another death of Homicide down on us? and that will affect the Koshka Brotherhood. And Isaac, at this point, he doesn't care. He just wants revenge. And then we see George make a little phone call, which turns out George is speaking to the higher ups, somebody higher up than Isaac.
But see, are they not wondering, like, why is Isaac so hell-bent on getting the revenge for Victor when the rest of the Brotherhood couldn't give a fuck? Like, they just want it squashed. Like, why can't George say... Well, why couldn't George have went to Isaac and turned around and said, here, we all cared for Victor, all this stuff, right? He was a good man, good soldier, but he was a liability. He kind of did give that speech a couple of episodes ago, but he's like, you need to squash this. This goes beyond me and you. The higher-ups in Kiev don't want any more retaliation, so fucking reel it in.
Yeah. Right, well, he could have done that. Dexter's getting donuts. It's been a while since we've seen him get donuts. And then, literally...
A couple of Boston creams.
A couple of Boston bullets flying through the window. He thinks he's going to win Deb over by some donuts, but then Isaac tries to win over, I guess, his dead romance, Victor, by shooting Dexter. But Dexter ducks, the bullets miss, and then Dexter makes a run for it. Debra says, alright, well, you're a witness, you were there. We're going to get Isaac sent away. But he reminds her, well, that didn't really work the last time, did it? So, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea.
The justice system isn't really going to work here.
And it's also not a good idea, the fact that it's like, here, you were admitting that Isaac was taking a shot at me. That puts questions at Dexter's front door, which you don't want, of course. So, but I tell you what, Isaac thought he was a better shot than this. He spread a whole load of bullets and missed every single one of them.
Definitely, right. Bastista announces that he's now the new owner of Papa's Cafe. He tells everyone, you can now call me Papa. Debra says, well, I'm not going to do that, but I'm happy for you.
Dexter tries to get it. Bring the kids. It's a family place. Yeah.
Yeah, unlike Debra's apartment, apparently. And Maria congratulates him, but it felt like a half-ass one, didn't it?
It was weird. She congratulated him, then cut immediately to the next scene. We didn't even see Batista's reaction. It was almost like...
He just walked off and ignored her or something.
Blanked her. Wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, Deb then goes to see Hannah and basically says, look, I know everything about you. I know the truth. You're a liar. You're a killer. And I'm going to bring you down, essentially. Hannah says, you don't really know anything about me. I could reveal some truths that you don't know. And then she says that she's sorry, despite not really caring what Debra thinks here. She says that she's sorry that Debra's so hell-bent on this revenge. And Debra tells, well, you haven't even began to be sorry yet. So, I mean, it's weird. Hannah's fucking a killer, but doesn't even care. Doesn't even have any fucking remorse.
Nothing. She is like the female version of Dexter a lot, but here I think there's going to be.
I think she's worse, is she not?
No, she is worse, but I think Dexter.
At least Dexter only kills people that are bad. Hannah just he
used to have 100% record in that field. It's probably sitting at about 97 or something.
Hannah literally just seems to kill people that inconvenience her, or kill people that she will gain something from, and it's weird.
Well, speaking of an inconvenience, Dexter breaks into Isaac's apartment. Well, Victor's apartment, which is now Isaac's, since they were in love. This guy's there to kill Isaac, and Dexter just fucking drops him, man. Gets into a bit of a scuffle, gets him on the floor, and slices his throat right there. And it's like, Jesus Christ, did this guy warrant to die? Did he make the code? I mean, he's a hitman, so he's definitely killed people before. But... This just shows you, right, how deadly Dexter could be. I've seen all these comparisons. Oh, Dexter wouldn't last 5 seconds with Rick Grimes. He'd fucking snap Rick Grimes' neck like a twig.
Yeah, Dexter says, I'm from the building super, and then the hitman looks at his gloves, and it's like these, like, it's not like building gloves, it's like fucking, it's like a forensic kind of blood kind of, here, I'm going to do something dodgy, not leave fingerprints behind gloves. And then the guy says, I am the Avon lady. And he says, we're not going halfies on this. We're not going halfies. And Dexter then takes him down, kills him, slits his throat, and he was like, we should have just went halfies.
Aye, but and then he's left there. Isaac, the next day, they find the body, him and Jorg. What do you make of Jorg? He's beginning to get a couple more lines, but he's not really doing
Seems loyal, doesn't he?
He does seem loyal. Hey, Jorg, you've been a good man, Jorg. Why don't you leave, Jorg? Jorg, leave.
I not leave you. You respect me. You do good by me. I stand by your side. Anyway,
Must fucking pay well.
So, the whole crew came out. Dexter's doing the investigating, the whole blood, analysing.
Oh, it's like you were there yourself, Dexter.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Isaac was pretty much ripping the piss out of Dexter. I mean, it's cool to have a scene where you got Dexter and Isaac and literally all the important people in the same building, same roof.
I think Dexter does this well, though. when it does it, when it whips out the few times. But I tell you what, laying it on thick here, but no one caught on. Dexter manages to escape as well.
He
Good
does, right? Dexter then goes to Hannah's house. He explains that there's a guy trying to kill me. He talks about who Isaak is, the Koshka Brotherhood. And she says, well, maybe you should try getting to understand him and understand why you want to kill him or why he wants to kill you, just like you did with me. Something along those lines. And it's like...
But Dexter already knows why he needs to kill Isaak.
Yeah.
Dexter's already fetted him. Like, the reason why Isaak cares so much about Victor to me is irrelevant here.
No, I agreed.
So I don't really understand the logic, but obviously this ends up happening later on in the episode when Dexter tails him in Hannah's fan, which obviously he's got keys to it. Will Debra ever find out? Probably, but we do get the confrontation between Isaak and Dexter in the gay bar. Isaac's like, oh, I didn't think you'd come in here. Follow me. Dexter's like, well, I didn't think you'd come in here. Good distraction tactic. He's like, I'm in here to feel comfortable, Dexter. Dexter looks up.
It's all men.
What's going on? It's all men.
Okay.
And then I think the realisation set in. He was bumming Victor.
Dexter probably regrets coming in here, doesn't he? Like he may have fed to Isaak, but he didn't fet this bar, that's for sure.
Absolutely not. But Isaak cuts about a 5-minute promo about the fact that the Koshka Brotherhood never accepted him for who he was. Well, he thought they never would, but the reality is now they don't even accept him for the fake person that he was, so it's all over. Can't do anything. He's like, oh, I was going to go back to Kiev, and they thought I had a thing with the secretary, but I don't because I'm gay.
Yeah, he's a dead man in Ukraine. Isaak tells Dexter that I think we could have been friends under different circumstances. Dexter then basically says, look, we don't need to do this. You can leave, I can not kill you kind of deal, but Isaak says, no, we do need to do this.
But when they talk about it, he's like, here, what would you do in my shoes? What did you, why did you kill the guy that killed your wife? And Dexter's like, I'd do it 1,000 times over. What Dexter should be like, here, I'd be remorseful and never do it again like you should do with me. But no, he says he would have done it 1,000 times over and just fucking confirms his fate that, here, we're going to go toe to toe.
Exactly, you can't be saying, I would kill the guy that killed my wife 1,000 times, but then expect Isaak just to walk away and...
It's call it a day.
Now, Dexter did say, but my wife was innocent. But Isaak says when you're in this position, it doesn't matter if they were innocent or not. So you can kind of see, like...
Yeah, but that's it.
Here, Hannah's not innocent, but I got the feeling if someone just came in and killed Hannah, Dexter would not be happy with it, like, you know, he'd be hell-bent on revenge. So, yeah, but here, that's the thing. What if there's someone actually similar to Dexter that only kills bad people, and they kill Hannah? Is he just going to allow that? Is he going to be like, alright, okay.
Exactly, that's the problem here. By a good confrontation between these two, Isaak does feel a bit less intimidating now that he doesn't really have the backing of the Brotherhood, so that suits Dexter though.
Still got Jurg.
No, he's got Jurg, but I've got a feeling Jurg is probably going to be swimming at the bottom of the fucking Miami.
Swimming with the fishes, bro. Swimming with all the Bay Harbour butcher victims, right? Nany assures Quinn that she only has to work a couple more years for George because he likes his dancers young. Alrighty.
Quinn needs to fucking wrap this in the head, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what age Nany is. Mid-20s? Late 20s?
I mean, maybe, but it's like Quinn.
A couple of years is a long time, though. I mean, see if you feel unsafe at your job or like, you're mixed in with the wrong people, I think a couple of weeks would be a long time. Never mind a couple more years. Anyway, she says don't worry about it. She goes to take a shower and it's George. George is at the front door.
Lays it on thick.
He's got an audio clip of Quinn taking the money and agreeing to steal the evidence. Quinn's like, if you do anything with that, I'll bring you down with me. But George lets Quinn know, here, if I go down, I've got the backing of the Brotherhood. Who's going to back your ass? Miami PD. That's a fair point.
This is when Quinn needs to give Dexter a phone and be like, see that George guy? Fucking deal with him.
It's true though, I mean, what is he going to do?
Well, who knows what he's going to do, but...
I mean, I don't think
Liddy's blood work disappeared.
I just don't think Quinn can really rely on Miami Metro to get him out the way that George could rely on the Koshka Brotherhood to do some stuff.
No, I agree, but I don't know. I feel like with Quinn, especially, and Bastista to a degree, do you not feel like for too long they've kind of just been stuck in limbo?
Bastista and Quinn?
Aye, like they're not given massive plot points. And, this thing he's got here going on with the Brotherhood and the stripper's probably the biggest thing he's done since Liddy, but then it's like the whole Liddy thing didn't really last long.
True. I mean, I guess season 6 they kind of just spiraled out of control.
He did, and I mean, is the bounce back really with a stripper? Who knows? But he cares about her, and he's willing to fucking take bribes and destroy evidence and all that good stuff. How would that hold up in court? But at least he put the 10 grand towards Batista's restaurant. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that was good. He gave Batista 10k. Congratulations. Right, we go to the beach. Hannah arrives after Dexter's spending time with his foster kids. She gets there and she's a bit upset because she thinks that Dexter is in a relationship with Jamie, but he explains that's the nanny. That's the woman that looks after my kid 24/7.
That's the person that fucking may as well be the parent to my kid, because I'm not a parent, man. Honestly, Dexter, it's like, you can always rank, like, oh, here, is Tony Soprano a good father? Is Walter White a good father, right? All these, like, guys that have murdered people in TV shows. I think Dexter has to be the worst fucking father going. Honestly, I do.
He doesn't really give his son much time, does he?
Yeah, and time's time. At the end of the day, it's like I don't. Say you want about like Walter White.
Oh, is he not? Is he one of the worst husbands as well then? Because of how much time did him and Rita spend together?
I think he is. Like, I know killing, takes up a lot of time, right? He has to vet people, all that good stuff. But see, in terms of main characters, he has to be the worst parent, man. I can't think of one that even comes close.
He's just absent, isn't he?
Yeah. No, he is absent.
It's like he goes out for milk every day. Doesn't return till like 4 a.m.
Yeah, and like, I get it, right? See, with like other TV shows, like they play a more prominent role where it's like what they do is very much more open to the public eye. I mean, I know Walter's like, he hides that from his family for a long time, so maybe he's excluded from that. But it's like other TV shows, the main character, they're always under threat from like rival groups. It's not really hidden, and the families know about it to a degree. But with Dexter, it's like he could wrap up killing for like 6 months to focus on his kid if he truly wanted to. But he can't. He can't do it. And the amount of times you hear, oh, Jamie will be here at 7 to pick him up. The Irish lady will pick him up.
How much money is Jamie getting paid a month?
Tell you what, man, how much damage did Trinity really do by killing fucking Rita? Because how much does that put Dexter out of pocket to Nany's?
He must be a financial situation.
He should have kept Trinity alive, man, and fucking gave him brain surgery or something to program him into being a nanny, because that would have fucking sorted him out better. But honestly, man, at what point does Jamie go, this is great, the amount of money I'm getting, but maybe I'd rather a family of my own or something, because this is fucking ridiculous.
What does Batista say here, Dex? I think you could lighten up on my sister a little bit. She's always...
Like, we're not talking about, oh, she just looks after Harrison. She fucking drove up to
driving there.
And came back. Oh, here, I'm going to get Harrison out of the city for a few days, because Isaak wants to kill me. Jamie, you go sit with him in a hotel room.
You would think that her and Dexter are in a relationship with how much time she spends at his house, like.
Harrison's playing, right, with sandcastles here. Dexter comes over, oh, let's build a moat.
Aye, dude.
And he's like, I'll be back in a minute. Fucks off.
Yeah, we got to stop the bad guys from getting in. He just basically draws a line in the sand and gets up and fucks off.
And then like, you clearly see that like the kids want him over at the surfboard, but he continues the conversation with Hannah for like an extra 5 minutes. When any normal person would be like, here, I need to get back to my kids here. I'll speak to them on or something.
Or here, Hannah, come over and meet my kids. Actually, maybe that's not a good idea.
That probably isn't a good idea, but yeah, he's a shite father.
Yeah, anyway, the kids are going to stay at Debra's because I guess they're not safe to stay at his. And he says that her apartment isn't really kid-friendly.
It's no kid-friendly, but
there could be drugs.
Back to Dexter,
there's nothing in the fridge. And there's adult channels, apparently, that Cody can access.
But she could be like, you're a murderer.
Debra's like, I'll lock up.
Don't lecture me about having my TV, you fucking kill people.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm surprised Debra didn't respond with that.
Yeah, but that's it, the cat's at the bag. See, for the previous 6 seasons, Dexter didn't really have any leverage. Dexter looked perfect. See, now it's like, you can't fucking lecture me what I watch on my TV. If I want to watch an 18 programme, then you kill people.
Yeah,
but also, it's like Dexter and his blood work. It's like, he's so good at it, it almost affords him never being at his work. And it's the same with him being like a shite parent. He is like the #1 guy on the planet you would probably put in to protect his family. But he's still a shit parent. Do you
think he thinks he's a shit parent?
No, he thinks he's the bee's knees. He thinks he's fucking brilliant.
Harrison will never be with me, Harry. I will be there.
No, compare the amount of effort Harry put into Dexter that Dexter puts into fucking Harrison. It's disgusting.
Yep, true.
Fucking Harry neglected Debra.
Harry had more time for Debra than Dexter does for Harrison.
I know.
Anyway, right, later that night, Dexter goes back over to Dev's house. He puts his keys down on the table, but unfortunately for him, it's not his own keys, it's Hannah Mackay's keys. And
how sloppy is this?
yeah, she sees it. She's like, "What you doing with that?" And he's like, "Oh, I just borrowed a lift from a friend." He goes, "Is that friend Hannah Mackay?" And then she comes to the conclusion that you're fucking her, and that's why you didn't kill her. Dexter says, "I can explain." She says, "It's alright, I don't need you to explain. I know how fucking works." And yeah, basically, she then tells Dex that the reason I came over the church that night was to tell you that I'm in love with you, not that I love you. And Dexter's shocked. He doesn't even know what she means. He doesn't even know how to react. Deborah's not sure how to react either, but now she thinks she's more screwed up than he is. And she asks her to leave him alone, which he does.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, like...
he didn't handle this very well.
No, he didn't. He kind of just fucking sat there and stared off into space.
Then left. And Harry in the front seat riding shotgun on the drive over.
Was on the side of Debra. And fucking incredible, isn't it? But then it'd be awkward. It wouldn't be awkward, but it'd be a bit weird if Harry was like, "Fuck, that's weird, Dexter, isn't it, man? Fucking stay clear of that shite."
That's that. Incest, Dex.
Go back to killing, buddy.
Yeah, and then we just get like an ending montage. We did get to see the scene, obviously, with Dexter and Isaak in the bar. Isaac's moved to his secret hideout. He's listening to Victor's last voice message. He must have really loved this guy. Then we see Quinn watching...
I'll see you in Kiev.
We see Quinn watching a drug transfer for the Foxhole. LaGuerta is at the marina staring at Dexter's boat. She's connecting dots. Now, we did recently see her speak with a guy down at some like docks.
And it turns out he moved it around the exact time that Dokes died. I mean, fuck me, Dexter, man. That should have been ripped for the history.
Yeah, so Maria then standing in front of Dexter's boat, connecting the dots. How she put two and two together, who knows? Then we see Astor share a joint with Debra. Astor's smoking pot. Debra comes out and just takes it off her and starts smoking it herself. So maybe Dexter was right. Maybe Debra's house isn't kid-friendly.
Yeah, it probably ain't, but Debra's stressed out here, so she smokes it, and again, it's just like the typical teenage storyline, isn't it? Oh,
it is.
She was drinking 2 seasons ago, we're moving on to weed, pal.
Yeah,
I smoke it when I get stressed. What a fucking loser mentality.
You don't know what stress is at that age, fuck's sake. And then Dexter talks about the meaning of...
Because fucking Cody burped. Oh, I need to smoke a joint because Cody burped.
And then Dexter's talking about the meaning of home, and that takes him to Hannah's place, so... Aye. Dexter feels at home when he's with Hannah. That's the end of the episode. I mean, pretty good, I think.
Yes, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. I'm excited to see the whole Isaak Dexter conclusion. Aye, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10 as well, guys. That's it. Till next time. Peace.